Hello and welcome here on the Edgeworld Retouch channel. My name is Daniel and today I want to show you something different. We're not talking about retouching per se, but if you are retouching for quite some time, you most likely own one of these Wacom tablets. And over time, for once, they get dusty and get scratches, or for the scratches we cannot do much, but the dust we can get out of the device. So I show you how to take the device apart and clean it up properly. And as a disclaimer, I'm not going to show you how to take the surface off because the surface is glued in and I do not want to take responsibility for you to destroy your device. So let's show you how to take it apart, clean it up and get it all sorted. As you can see, this is my old Wacom tablet, which is completely scratched due to the heavy use, and also it's not super clean. And today we are going to take care of all of that. We are going to take out all of the buttons, open up the device and get rid of all the dust in it. So we start by removing the cover on the back side. After removing the button plate, we will have access to the USB dongle that is stored in the tablet and remove the wireless kit. And then if you have longer nails, you can remove the battery with your fingers, otherwise just use a tool and take it out. So then you will see two screws that hold the device together and they obviously have to come off. So we start by removing the first screw with a regular small screwdriver and continue by removing the second screw. Then we will go on the other side. There, the screws are a little bit hidden, so on the other side we have these rubber feet. They do not have to come off completely, so you can peel them to the side a little bit and get access to the screws. Take out screw number 3 and continue by removing the fourth screw underneath the other rubber foot. So now that all the screws have come out, we have to figure out how to take the device apart because it is clicked together all over. And I have tried different tools until I decided to go with just one metal one and slowly but surely opening up the device. So if you happen to break off one notch or the other, it should not be a big problem, but I recommend taking your time with this until you have opened up the device all around. So this might take a while depending on how experienced you are with opening up such click together devices. But once you're done, you can take the device apart and off comes the back plate and you will get access to the electronic board, which has all the logic processors on it and obviously the sensitive area for the device to recognize the pen. And sliding this to the side, you can now deconnect or unconnect the flatband cables. Obviously you have to be a little bit careful, open up the connectors and then take out the cable. So once that is done, we can put the board aside, take out the buttons, and you see the outer buttons are held together with a rubber base and the middle one is complete plastic. And then we continue by giving it a good surface cleanup. Make sure not to use any cleaning solution that could potentially damage your device. Then we continue by removing dust out of these notches. The device is mainly glued together, so I figured this is the best way for me to show you guys how to clean up all the dust particles without ungluing the surface area. So the top plate unfortunately is glued in and I do not want to show it on video how to unglue it because I do not want to deal with messages from people who cannot put it together anymore. Take a microfiber cloth and scratch out all the dust particles. After cleaning out the tablet itself, we can go on cleaning all the buttons. As I said, the smaller buttons, they are fixed onto a rubber base and it gathers some dust underneath. So just go around and clean everything off with a little bit of water or cleaning solution. Make sure to get all the dust and skin particles out of there. And then you repeat the same process with the other buttons. So once you're done cleaning the surface and the buttons, you can basically put everything back together. Then you can insert the buttons again. So here I want to show you how to connect the flatband cables a little bit and make sure the connectors are open so you can properly slide in the flatband cable without damaging them. And then you can close the connector. Now these cables are done, and when putting together the top and the back plate, make sure to start on the side where the USB connector is, because that one has to fit into the housing and you have to slide it in for it to fit. If you start on the other side, you will not be able to close the Wacom tablet. So you slide the board in until it fits into the housing, and then you can close the device and just push all over the edges. Make sure no cable is pinched or crunched, and then continue by just putting pressure all over the edges and close up the device so all the hinges click together. Then you can continue by putting in the screws again. So there were 4 screws. Put in screw number 1, put in screw number 2. Continue under the rubber feet, pull them away slightly and put in screw number 3 and 4. So after that is done, basically we can put in the battery again and the wireless kit, and also store the USB connector with the device so we don't lose it. Then close the device, put the plate on, and now we're basically ready to test if the device is still working. So we turn it over, put a USB cable in it, and connect it to our computer. So the power LED is turning on, the device is lighting up, which is already a good sign. Now, okay, the pen is being recognized, it is moving, which is super good. The buttons are all working, my menus are showing up as I programmed them. The rocker ring is still working, touch is working, and I would call this a successful cleanup. So this was how you can clean up your Wacom device, how to take it apart, and I really hope you can benefit from this, because a friend of mine was reaching out for me and asking how to take this device apart. So I thought I would just film myself in the process of taking it apart. Please be careful, take your time when doing so, and happy retouching.